Hey everyone, how you doing? I hope you're all staying well and healthy and everything like that. So you might be asking yourself a question, obviously with everyone at home, and obviously last time we did a little one about doing some bit of fitness, but you might be asking yourself what streaming service is best for you. Now with the launch of the new Disney Plus one, there were really Disney Plus, Netflix and of course Amazon Prime. Now what I've got behind me is a Amazon Prime Fire Stick running. So I'm going to show you Disney Plus and Amazon Prime via this way, and then we'll take a look at that on the Netflix. Now the reason I'm doing this is to say what might be best for your home family surroundings. So these since we're here, let's take a look at the Amazon Prime. So the advantages and disadvantages of Amazon Prime. Well, disadvantages probably, let's just lower this a little bit, it's probably slightly less, yep, there we go, on some of the programming of the originals. You got Picard, obviously the Starship, pretty good. You got one which is based on the Jason Bourne, and of course there are a few others all along here, Swamp Thing, Jack Ryder. So I'm not saying there's nothing, there are quite a good lot. Grand Tour, of course, from guys from Top Gear, and it has quite a link to TV series, new movies. So there is still a lot on here. Now some of this could be based around some of the stuff I've watched. Popular TV shows, Walking Dead, Lost. So it's quite a lot on here, really. Now one of the things I think is an advantage to Amazon Prime is it's got apps. So it's got games. You know, it's got games, it's got weather. Basically, you can do a lot more. Just take it to the top for apps. Okay, so you can do some games, you can catch up on entertainment, you can watch your YouTube, you can download Disney Plus, which we'll go into in a moment. You get the idea. So if you want things with apps, obviously Amazon Prime will give you that. Okay, so there is plenty to watch, despite saying, you know, there is plenty to watch of the movies and TV shows to really keep you going. So I would class this one as perhaps more an all-round family one. So I'm not necessarily going to say this is better or that one's better, but just to try and show you the difference. So if we go into Disney Plus, that launched yesterday. So this is again running off the Amazon Fire Stick, how it looks for me. The advantage I'm running off the Fire Stick is it's 4K and HDR, depending on your TV of course. So, and it's got it all in one. I haven't signed into Netflix through the app, I do that straight through my TV, but that's the problem. So the originals, of course we've got the Star Wars one, we've got High School Musical, Star Wars Clone Wars cartoon, Lady and the Tramp original, only available on here. So we've got a few originals, but this is quite new to go, which Disney Animal one. So I'm actually going to watch it as soon as I can at some point. I think we've got a bit of time to do that. So, and we can see it's based around Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, National Geographics. Okay, so these again here are the originals. Real life ones are a bit of fun, they're just short little things to go fun. Alright, so if we go back to, let's just go back to the main page. Oh, don't want that, I do want the signing. So if we just go down the list, you got the hit movies, Avatar, Pirates of the Caribbean, Toy Story. We can see here is quite a lot of choice. Now obviously we're only touching a little bit, so you got, it is very well categorised. You know, you got hit movies, animated movies, recommended, Marvel. So it is well presented. And what I like about this personally, you got quite a bit of space. It's not all crammed in there, which I think makes it easier to operate because you can see quite clear what you're doing. Obviously you got your Marvel, the classics have been remade, Lion King, Aladdin, Dumbo, etc, etc. There's no point in me going through the whole lot because we'll be here forever. And that's the point. Action fiction, you've got Shield, Star Wars, X-Men, of course musicals, Mary Poppins, High School Musical, you know, the list goes on. So this, I know here in the UK it's just been released. Of course, if you're watching it in America, you've had it a bit longer than us, left a few other places. So yeah, Rocketeer, I remember watching that when I was quite young, but we won't go into that. Bedknobs and Broomsticks. And of course you do have things like Mickey Mouse, Playhouse Disney, some of the younger cartoons for people, again if you've got younger families. Short stories, little short ones, you got like Toy Stories, Pixar in Real Life, Frozen, Mickey Mouse, just little fun things. Documentaries, of course these can advance into like National Geographics and stuff like that as well. Comedies, fun favourites, inspired true life stories, animals and nature. So yeah, obviously this is probably more aimed at slightly younger viewers, but don't get me wrong, you haven't got to be younger to enjoy this. I watched the first 2 episodes of the Star Wars there and I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't necessarily say it's quite for younger or older, but I really enjoyed it. And obviously it's a new service, so we see how it goes, but I think there's certainly a lot of potential, maybe aim for more of the younger ones rather than like a teenage one. But there we go. So Netflix, so I haven't signed in onto my Amazon stick with Netflix, but what we would do is this. Now Netflix I think offers quite a lot more variety than perhaps the others. Obviously it's bigger, we all know. I think with Netflix maybe slightly more for the older ones. This is probably looking at more of the stuff I've been watching than others, but again they are really good to have like original things like the Dark Crystal, comedies there, action, again it's all categorised. If you want to watch something in your UHD 4K, you have got your animation cartoons, you know, your Japanese ones as well, which are hugely popular. So you will find absolutely loads for everyone on here. As I say, a lot of these is probably based around some of the things perhaps I watched, but there are plenty, you know, there are kids, children's TV, children's cartoons, children's films, just as much, you know, Voltron, Transformers, Pokemon, She-Ra, and I believe they're in production, well, what's in this at the moment, probably been paused, for a new Transformers and a new He-Man, which I'm sorry, I'm looking forward to them. So again, you lay out my individual, this is how I'm running it direct through my TV. So perhaps more for slightly older viewers rather than families, but certainly families certainly can benefit from Netflix as well. You know, as I say, there's loads on there. A new version of Jungle Book, very good story. Never ending story, talking about stories. So again, it's got new and old, but I think for original content and stuff that you're not going to necessarily see on the normal TVs, then perhaps Amazon Prime, if you want some different things that you're not necessarily going to get, might be the place to go. Again, it just depends on what you're looking for. So I'm not going to say this one's that one's best. What I will say is probably Amazon Prime and Netflix offer all around. I think probably Amazon Prime is good to say with the additional apps. Netflix more better quality, more for original content, stuff that you won't see in your TVs. Disney Plus is more of the fun factor, but they're all good, so I'm not going to say this one's bad, that one's bad. They've all got their advantages, which I think everyone individually needs to look at, you know, for pricing. With all similar sort of prices, but they're all, whatever I say, they're all worth the money. So if you want something extra at the moment, they're all internet streaming services, but they're all pretty good. So hopefully it give me a chance to have a look at some if you've been wondering. Anyway, take care. Thanks very much for watching, and see you soon.